Hello guys, welcome to another video on my channel Dragontastic. Today we are going to see the second part of Shallot's story. First part of the story got huge support from you guys, so I tried my best to bring you guys the second part as quickly as possible. Hope you all will show the same support to this part as well. So again, before starting the video, I request you all, if you find the video interesting, please like the video and leave a comment to start a conversation. Also, if possible, share the video with your friends. That would really help the channel a lot. So, let's start the video now. Bulma tells Shallot and Jaco that it would be nice if all the fighters that have been summoned for tournament could show some integrity. Jaco says, warriors in the tournament come from all walks of life, some kids, some are villains, so be prepared for everything. Bulma is shocked and asks, surprisingly kids too, that's messed up. Jaco says, if at all possible, I would like to give them protection in our group, hope you both have no objections. Shallot says, he doesn't care. Bulma also has no objections. Suddenly they all hear a scream from a kid. Bulma says talk about timing. Shallot quickly runs towards the sound. Bulma shouts to not leave her behind. We then see a Cyberman attacking Kid Gohan from Saiyan Saga. Kid Gohan was trying to fight Cyberman. Suddenly Shallot reaches there. Before Shallot could do anything, all of a sudden another warrior reaches there and kills Cyberman. This warrior has a sword in his hand. Shallot asks the warrior who he is. The warrior says he is impressed that Shallot came to Kid's rescue. However, he didn't actually rescue the kid. Shallot gets angry. The warrior says to stay alert as there may be more to come. Bulma comes running towards Shallot and asks him what kind of bodyguard just leaves his employer. Shallot says, why worry? You've got a super duper elite at your side, don't you? Bulma thanks the new warrior for saving both Shallot and the kid. The warrior says that he wasn't planning on intervening, but the bodyguard here couldn't guard any bodies, including his own. This makes Shallot very angry, and Shallot says he never asked for his help. Bulma tries to calm both the warriors and asks the kid if he is okay and what's his name. Gohan tells them his name and thanks everyone for saving him. Jaco immediately recognizes Gohan as he tells his name, but doesn't say anything. The new warrior asks what a kid like him is doing out here. Is he also here for the tournament? Gohan looks very nervous and says yes, he is here for tournament. Shallot is very unhappy seeing a kid like Gohan being summoned to the tournament. The warrior asks our heroes, who are you guys anyways? Shallot is already angry at the insults from this new warrior and says, why bother with formalities, we're enemies. Only one way this can end. The warrior says, I agree with your point, as we are fated to fight because of tournament rules. But doing the fight now would mean getting the kid in the crossfire, the kid they are trying to protect. If Shallot means to fight the warrior now, then Shallot is being completely unreasonable. Bulma agrees with the new warrior and tells Shallot to not go around picking fights. Shallot then agrees to wait. The warrior also appreciates Shallot being reasonable. Then Shallot says he would be really happy to smash the warrior's face once he is ready to fight. Then the warrior finally tells his name. His name is Zaha, and then asks our Shallot's names, which Shallot tells him. Zaha says, it was a pleasure meeting Shallot, however, they will be enemies when the next time they meet. Jaco is very pleased with both the warriors being civil and takes young Gohan under his protection. If no one has any problem, Zaha says he has no problem. Suddenly, Gohan shouts for everyone to wait. He says that he got separated from his teacher and can't find him. Then we hear a shout, Gohan, there you are. Shallot thinks another villain has come to fight them. Then we see that it's Piccolo. He says it was a huge waste of time for him to find Gohan. He is relieved to see Gohan safe, but doesn't show it, which soon causes a problem. Zaha is skeptical about this new person suddenly appearing out of nowhere and says, this guy must be in charge of those monsters from before, as Piccolo and Cyberman both are green looking. Shallot says who Piccolo thinks he is, pushing the little kid around like that. Piccolo asks who Shallot is, and who he deals with the kid is none of his concern. Shallot starts getting very angry. Then immediately Gohan intervenes and says everyone is getting this all wrong, he is just my teacher. Zaha says, this guy, he doesn't look like a teacher to me. Piccolo asks if all these people are also in the survival game. Piccolo asks all of them to get lost. Then we hear another voice that says, I finally found you, Kakarot's kid. Suddenly Raditz makes his appearance. Gohan is very shocked and says, I thought my dad beat you. Why are you here? Piccolo realizes that Raditz is much stronger now than before and asks Gohan to be careful. Shallot looks at Raditz's tail, and Raditz also asks if Shallot is a Saiyan. Shallot says, so I was right. You are a Saiyan too. Raditz asks Shallot to join him so they can beat all these people together. Raditz says, the kid with Namekian stained the honor of a Saiyans, as he allied with a traitor, so he must die. Shallot says, he has no interest in picking on kids. Seeing Shallot's soft heart, Raditz says, looks like you are also like Kakarot, a failed Saiyan. Now Raditz has no choice but to destroy the kid, the Namekian, and Shallot together. Piccolo realizes there is no choice but to fight Raditz now. Raditz then releases on Cyberman, which gets defeated by Shallot very easily. Then Piccolo and Shallot try to fight with Raditz together. However, Raditz is too powerful for both of them right now. Shallot says, how can he be so strong? Piccolo then makes a plan and says, if you don't want to die here, distract him for a second. I have a plan that'll work. Shallot asks why should he listen to Piccolo. Zaha intervenes and says, swallow your pride and do as he says. That guy's power is unimaginable. Piccolo says, yes, otherwise, he wouldn't want to team up with him as well. Raditz says that he will kill them one by one. Then the fight starts with Raditz. Raditz uses two Cybermans to fight Piccolo, Zaha, and Shallot. And Shallot distract Raditz. Till then Piccolo and Zaha kill the Cybermans. And finally they all three are able to control Raditz as well, after Piccolo grabs Raditz by his tail. Gohan gets happy, as he sees Raditz is now in Piccolo's control. Zaha asks, what's this about, and why does it matter, if Piccolo is grabbing Raditz's tail? Gohan tells him that a tail is Saiyan's weak point. Zaha understands the plan after this. Shallot is very shocked, as now he knows that everyone already knows the secret of defeating Saiyans. Piccolo says he fell for the same trick twice, mocking Raditz. Piccolo asks Shallot, Zaha, and Gohan to attack Raditz with all they have got, to finally finish Raditz, once and for all. Suddenly Raditz calls Piccolo imbecile. Raditz then hits Piccolo, and tells him, did you really think L would leave a weakness unattended forever? You're the ones who can't learn. Piccolo faints because of this blow, and Gohan shouts Piccolo's name. Zaha says, the plan is a flop, we all are in trouble. Raditz looks towards Gohan, and says it's your turn to die now. Gohan gets really scared. Shallot then intervenes, says ignoring him will be Raditz's last mistake, as he will finish Raditz. Raditz is getting fed up, with all these people getting in his way. After this fight starts between Raditz and Shallot. Raditz is very powerful, and is able to hurt Shallot in their fight. Raditz says that Shallot has caused enough trouble to him. Gohan gets very scared, and Zaha also says that this is very bad. Raditz shoots a very powerful attack towards Zaha, Shallot, and Gohan, but suddenly another attack comes, and deflects Raditz's attack. We then see that this was the work of Piccolo, who has woken up once again. Piccolo shouts, Gohan, don't just stand there, get away from here. Raditz is very angry. He says, why can't the green man die already? Raditz then shoots a very powerful attack towards Piccolo, which hurts Piccolo a lot. Gohan shouts, Piccolo. Piccolo says, Gohan, I told you to get out of here. Raditz, being ruthless, says, are you still breathing? Learn when to die. Gohan asks Piccolo, why are you sacrificing yourself for me? Piccolo says, good question. I guess, too much time around you, and your father has turned him soft, and he doesn't like it. Piccolo then faints again. Raditz says no more interference now. This time this will end. Gohan starts getting very angry. Raditz says, are you sad? Let me first finish the Namekian. Gohan gets angrier and angrier. Raditz says, see your powerlessness, while your friend dies. Gohan shouts stop. Raditz is suddenly a little shocked. Gohan says, leave Piccolo alone. Raditz is again very angry. But Zaha notices something. He says that Kid's ki just shot up. This is their chance. They have to do something now. Zaha asks Shallot to work with Gohan, so they can gather some time. Shallot says, if Zaha has an idea, then it's fine, if he must. But if the plan is stupid, then Zaha will regret it. Gohan and Shallot work together, and they both fight Raditz, with Gohan's new awakened powers. They start overpowering Raditz pretty quickly, and Gohan shoots a very powerful attack towards Raditz. But Raditz dodges that attack on time. Raditz says he miscalculated Gohan's powers. His strength always surprises him. Gohan is very tired now, after using huge amount of his powers. He says sorry to Piccolo. Raditz shouts, enough games, he will finish Gohan now. Zaha then says, sorry, but that won't happen. Raditz says, what did he say? Zaha says to Gohan and Shallot that preparations are now complete, as they bought him all the time that he needed. Suddenly Zaha disappears, taking everybody with him, and Raditz is just shocked where everybody went. Shallot is very shocked at what has happened. Zaha tells Shallot that he meant to send them all to city, but it looks like he missed. Maybe he needs more practice. Shallot angrily asks if Zaha could do something like that from the start, Why didn't he do it sooner? Zaha doesn't appreciate Shallot's thanklessness, he says. Is he kidding? That was a very delicate spell. They were lucky he was able to pull it off in a fight. Piccolo wakes up and asks Gohan, did we make it? Then Shallot asks Zaha, where are Bulma and Jaco? As Zaha was about to answer Shallot, suddenly another version of Apul and Raspberry approaches them. Zaha says, this is the worst day ever. Apul and Raspberry mock Shallot and Zaha, and Shallot is ready to take them on. Apul says, they are in very bad condition, and if they think they can defeat them, then they are stupid. Suddenly one voice comes, you can be defeated with some help. This was Jaco. Shallot is shocked, or happy, either of two things. And after Jaco joins, they easily defeat Apul and Raspberry. Bulma then also joins them. She is happy to see Shallot and everyone alive. Jaco tells Shallot he took Bulma to safety while they fought the Saiyan. Zaha says that Jaco and Bulma are very good friends, leaving Shallot behind like that. Bulma explains that she didn't want to leave Shallot, but Jaco insisted. Shallot is not angry, and Jaco asks why. Is he not angry, even after knowing that they left him behind? Shallot says, don't take this the wrong way, but both Bulma and Jaco would have only gotten in their way. Jaco couldn't argue that, and they all agree to leave the topic behind. Bulma is happy that Shallot said her name for the first time. Shallot asks her to shut up. Jaco says Piccolo is in bad condition, they should get out of here. And after this they need to tell Beerus what happened today, so everybody should follow Jaco. Zaha asks if he is part of everyone. Jaco says yes, as he was part of the events that happened today. Zaha says great, he also wants to know the whole story of what the hell is happening here, and he will tell Beerus and everyone what's his story. So guys, this concludes the second part of our story in Dragon Ball Legends. Hope you guys liked the story. It took me many hours to make this video, and hope you all will show your support on the video. Part 3 will also come quickly, so please like the video and share this video with your friends. Also please comment down below which part of the story was your favorite. I will meet you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, and take care.